Welcome everyone to today where we celebrate the Wednesday of the 19th week of Ordinary Time. Reflecting upon today's Holy Gospel, notice that Jesus is reminding each and every one of us here that if our brothers sin against each and every one of us here, there are levels of steps as to how we are to continue to confront our brothers and sisters so that way they can go to continue to fix mistakes to which they have made to each and every one of us. Now, there are many situations to which we can give an example when it comes to our brothers and sisters doing something wrong against each and every one of us here. Sometimes they do things that do not meet our standards to the point where we tell them to do what we wanted them to do so that way all of us can go to continue to develop our own satisfaction. But here, when Jesus reminds each and every one of us here about confrontation, we have to come to recognize the distinction between following the will of God and continuing to follow our own will. As the church continues to teach us, God continues to show each and every one of us here of how exactly we should strive to continue to live our life so that way all of us can go to inherit this relationship to which it is established between us and Christ. So really, Jesus wants each and every one of us to go and teach others about Jesus to the point where if there are times where they wrong each and every one of us here, we should strive to continue to reflect and pray as Jesus is trying to communicate to each and every one of us, and he's trying to show all of us here the way to which we should strive to approach wrongdoings so that way all of us can still continue to remain united with Christ himself. So when we go to talk with our brothers and sisters, we have to strive to continue to develop this sense of understanding so that way each and every one of us here can strive to bring other people closer to God. So think of ourselves as the brother who does something wrong. So how would we want to be treated if we are to do something wrong against God? When we enter into the sacrament of reconciliation, notice that we are confessing all of our sins to the point where Jesus continues to forgive each and every one of us here. And notice that we have to strive to continue to listen and to continue to change ourselves. So when we go to confront, we should strive to have that mindset so that way all of us here can go to continue to develop an understanding, but not only that, but improve in developing the mutual relationship between us and the other party. And notice that Jesus further on in today's Holy Gospel notes to each and every one of us here that whatever is bound on earth shall be bound in heaven. Whatever is loose on earth shall be loose in heaven. Notice that Jesus is reminding and indicating to each and every one of us here about the fact that each and every one of us here on this earth should strive to do things for God. Because when we continue to accomplish the good works, notice that Jesus is going to continue to recognize all of us for our continuous good deeds that we have accomplished on this earth. And there are many people out there that are well recognized for their own works to the point where they go to become saints. Notice that saints have been known for all of the good deeds they have done, to which each and every one of us here should strive to follow as they continue to set an example for each and every one of us here. And another, and this is the last lesson that Jesus wants to teach each and every one of us here regarding what Jesus wants to communicate to each and every one of us here, is the important concept of prayer, to which when we strive to pray in our lives, notice that we should not be babbling like the pagans. We should strive to continue to pray with meaning that is behind praying what we are praying, because if we do not understand the meaning, then we are babbling. If we do not understand what we are asking for, we are babbling. But each and every one of us here are called to continue to pray together, so that way Jesus can be present within the midst of each and every one of us here. And the Holy Mass is an example of one of the biggest prayers as we continue to gather ourselves together before the Lord, so that we can continue to pray for the good within ourselves and within all the others who are surrounding each and every one of us here. Thank you for listening to the reflection. And if you guys like this video, please make sure you like and subscribe, and comment down below any questions that you may have about the faith. Thank you, and I pray for each and every one of you to have a blessed rest of your day.